Today's episode of the Ross Cloud Podcast is sponsored in part by hiphopstationcharts.com, where you can view hip hop and rap radio station song charts and track the promotion of your own song, such as view how many stations are playing your song and how often, including what day and time your song played. Check it out now. Visit hiphopstationcharts.com.
But you love me anyway. But you love me anyway. A lot of times I'm so wrong. But you love me anyway. Love me anyway. That's why you're mine.
You can say that I'm flawed, I ain't perfect. Guns on a lot of dirt, been hurt, I might deserve it. Fighting through like gon' have my pains too. Diagnosed with cancer, prayed and fought through. Humbled all my crimes, gave it all to you. Crazy how I didn't know what to do. Fate gave me all the strength to push through. Understanding that it all starts with you. Fighting lately, nah, I ain't had no breaks. All praises up to you, yeah, I carry the weight. It's crazy how the world act like they don't see one of your greatest miracles when you save me. You know, I've been thinking a whole lot lately.
Guest with me here on today. Let me get my words right. I have Miss Danielle. How are you, Danielle?
I am wonderful.
Danielle, could you say your full name for me, please?
Yes, I am Danielle Brown, owner of Socially Desirable Content Creation Company.
I love it. I love it. And her husband is a chef, and I'm mad because I ain't getting nothing to eat today.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
He should have brought you a plate.
Man, he puts it down
He
too,
puts
by the
it
way.
down all the way.
We're going to have him on too. So listen, you know, Danielle, this has been a conversation I've been wanting to have with you for some time now. It's been a minute. I think it probably was, I met you and D'Angelo together.
Yep.
You guys came up and we ended up having a powwow, really, a business powwow. It was me, you, him, and Jamal at the time.
It set the tone.
It set the tone for now.
Yes.
I'll be honest with you.
Yes.
And sometimes you need those type of conversations in order to take you to the next. We don't understand how important relationships are. If you would, can you tell us the importance of relationships within business and how they can push you into the next?
Man, absolutely. My motto, if anybody that really knows me, is just pour into people like you want to be poured into and treat people like you want to be treated. And it just ranges from life to business. I don't treat my business different than I treat my life. If I'm going to be nice to you in real life, I'm going to be nice to you in business. Doesn't mean take advantage of
That's
people,
right.
but it does mean like, I'm going to give my best customer service. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to build that relationship because I want you to have me back.
Absolutely.
I want to come
Makes
back.
sense.
I want to be your regular.
Yes.
Regulars build business.
Yes.
And so building that relationship I call myself the content bestie.
Mm.
And that term I don't take lightly. Like, I know some of my clients like, girl, we ain't friends, but yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
We friends.
Yes.
Don't mean you don't got to pay me. But we still friends, and I build that relationship in that way because when I go to work, I built this business to be comfortable at work.
Sure.
So if I'm working with my friend or I'm working with somebody and we having this good relationship and we having this powwow together like we did, then it's not so much work anymore. It's just what I started it for, my hobby that turned into a business. So.
I know, that's so crazy how it turned into a hobby, because I think when I first met you, I don't know where you were on the beginning of it. You were on
very
the rise,
beginning.
But to see how you have expanded, like it's insane. What has this moment like for you? What has it been like for you this last year or so?
This year was the year.
Was the year,
That's
right?
what I always say. I started almost 2 years ago with the idea because someone pushed it to me.
Sure.
It was a hobby for me. This was fun. I love to record. I love to capture memories. I love to capture moments, and I was just doing it because it was what I like to do.
Yes.
And someone kind of like, oh, this could be a business, and I didn't take it seriously at first. I got a business coach. Dr. Shanika McKeever.
I
She
love
really
it.
has taught me some amazing things.
Wow.
But I got a business coach and I started really walking in it like, okay, Danielle, this could be a business.
Yeah.
And when you had met me, I was really just starting to take it seriously.
Yeah.
And this year, I really just walked in it. I just walked in it, and
Love
I
that.
changed from why not me to not me, why me to why not me.
Absolutely.
And so, because at first it was like, oh, I can't do that,
Mm.
or I'm not like that person because I don't do it like them.
Yes.
And then it
Yes.
went from that to like, oh, no, girl, walk in your light, and like you can do this. And so this year, I really I didn't become cocky,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I walked in my light.
Yeah.
And I just really did what I know how to do. And I just started telling stories the way I wanted to tell them,
Yeah.
and not the way someone told me I should tell them, or
Nice.
doing it the way people thought that I should do it. I
Mhm.
really just started doing it how
Mhm.
I wanted to do it. And it's just blossomed from there.
Yeah. Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
Your personality speaks for itself. You're always
Thank
consistent.
you.
You've never changed. I think you're the
Thank
type of
you.
person that even if you haven't seen you in 5 years, you're still going to be the same person that you
Aw,
see.
Thank you.
Can you talk about being consistent, not only in your emotions, but in business too as well?
Absolutely. Life is good.
That's right.
Every day you wake up, life is good. So I just really walk in it.
That's
And
right.
so I guess you can say being consistent. I call it just being me. I don't even know what the consistency is
I like
because
that.
I'm so much myself.
Yeah.
And I pride myself on really just trying to be a good person.
Sure.
So just being me, just being a good person. If it's something I don't think I would like, then I just don't do it to other people.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, like that's literally it.
Yeah.
So I tell people all the time, my best friend is at home, Chef Ben. And so sometimes you might not get to see me all the time. But when you see me those 5 years later,
Sure.
I'm going to be that same person because I don't know. I just literally, I turned 40. When I turned 40, I'm telling my age, which was some years ago. But when I turned 40,
Right.
I had been through so much in life. And I was like, Danielle, just be you. Authentic and unapologetic.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I just really started walking in it. And
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love the words that you use, simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
Simplicity. We should take that approach in life about everything. But you have taken your business with something as simple as a gamble and a phone, and you've turned it into like what I want to say $1 million brand. All right.
Speak
Let's
it.
go ahead and speak it. You know what I'm saying?
Speak it.
So if you would, can you talk about the approach of taking a simple approach to something and not overthinking it?
Yep, the hobby helped me out because it was a hobby. I didn't have a gimbal at first.
Oh, wow.
I started out with just my phone, and it wasn't
Just
even a
using your
good
hand.
phone. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I had whatever I had. I ain't wasn't walking in money. I had
Right.
the phone that I have. I've never been the person to go out and buy the newest phone. I'm gonna wait till my little contract up or my whatever up until I go buy a new one. And so
Right.
I was literally just documenting for fun. I didn't even have the
Yes.
lights, the cameras, the action.
Mhm.
As I grew, of course, I needed to add on. I still
Sure.
want to grow and add
Absolutely.
on things.
Mhm.
But it was just that simple. And I was like, if I can do this with this, let me just try to add a little something. But what I like about the simplicity part is I can keep costs down for my clients.
Yes.
I don't have to travel with all this stuff. Everything
about
goes
it.
in my book bag.
Mhm.
And I can show up and make you something that is like $1 million.
Right. Right.
And I love that about it. I love the simplicity about it.
Yeah.
And even when I add stuff to it, it's kind of like, this just in the way. This too much. I don't need all this. I don't need all that to create. And
Yeah.
honestly, sometimes people will buy stuff, which is fine,
Yes.
to fit in.
Mhm.
And I was doing that at one point, and I was like, girl, like, so, people didn't take me seriously because I showed up with a gimbal and a phone.
Right.
Until they saw the product.
Absolutely.
And so at one point I was like, I got to get this, I got to try to get that.
Yeah.
And I just said, no, just do what you do, girl.
Just do what you do.
Just do what you do.
Yes.
So.
Yes. That's beautiful. Can you talk a little bit about overspending when it comes to business? You kind of talked about it a little bit. We touched on it a little bit beforehand. For those of you all were not privy to that conversation. But I was sharing with Danielle that I had just, oh my God, just went in when I first started out. And you would hear people say, well, man, all you need is, a gimbal or a stand and a couple of microphones, simple microphones that are not expensive, and just do your thing. And it's funny how here it is now, 3 years later, I have all of this elaborate stuff and I'm not even using it. So could you speak to that a little bit?
Absolutely. Start where you are. Don't invest in all that. I want all, like I said, all the glitz, and I will eventually. I mean, this is more going to be hopefully one day a content creation company, and I will need all that stuff because I will do different things in content that will require different things. But you got to start where you are. Just start where you are. Make it work with what you got. And then move up from there. So if you ain't making but a free $99 or $100 to do this, don't go and borrow to get a $3,500 camera when you don't need that to start.
These phones are amazing.
These phones are amazing, and everyone got one in their hand.
They sure do.
Start there. Start there. And as you grow and as you build, then of course, go get all the beautiful things that you want or the things you want to just play with. You know, I have stuff now that I don't even use really in content. Like I have a nice camera that I don't even hardly use. I put it on sometimes to look professional. That's my secret.
That's your secret.
Sometimes I'll have it around my neck and I pull it out one time the whole shoot.
And you don't even need it.
And I don't even need it. And no one complains about it. No one says like, oh, you didn't use your camera. No, probably not. But so grow as you grow. Don't grow before it's time.
I love it. How do you keep up with your schedule, Danielle? You're a pretty busy lady.
Oh, man. That's a breather. Let me breathe in, breathe out.
But busy is good.
Busy is good. Don't stop me being busy. Y'all book with Socially Desirable.
Please book with them. Yes.
But I'll be honest, I'm working on it.
I get it. Yeah.
I'm working on that work-life balance. I'm doing a whole lot better this year. I know we're just in January, but I'm doing a whole lot better this year than I did last year. I'm learning to say no to some things that are not good for me.
My favorite word.
Yes.
In 2025 is my favorite word.
Let me tell you, my husband been telling me that for a long time because I would say yes to everything just because I was excited to do this. What people don't understand is when you're excited to do something because you love it, you just want to do it all the time. And so sometimes because it doesn't feel like work, I'll overwork. So I've had to say no, and I will say no to things that don't serve me. I will say no to things that don't fit my brand or fit what I do. And so that's how I've been kind of balancing and just really taking on what fits me and what works. And that has honestly has left space. So when you say no, the space will come.
Yes. I love that. Could you speak to mental health?
Oh man, that's the most important. Your mental health is everything. And it comes first for me before anything. So when I get missing or I'm not there, I have to take my time. I have to take my me time. I have to take my breather, I call it. Always get away. The beach is one of my places. When you see me there, it's usually because Danielle has had a rough time. And I just need to go see some water and relax.
I love
that. My mental health definitely comes before all. In this world, so many people struggling. So many people. And people don't want to talk about it.
No, we don't.
And people are not, like, it's okay to not be okay. And a lot of people don't want to say that. So when I'm not okay, everybody might not know, but somebody knows that I'm not okay and that I need to like take a moment and breathe. So always put your mental health first, put yourself first, your family first, and then comes business. And if you do it right, that's possible. You got to just make it work.
I love it. Can you speak about faith, the importance of including faith within your business?
Listen to that little voice. God, whoever you believe in, is always going to talk to you.
Always. That's true.
Always going to talk to you. When you have those conversations with yourself, people be like, you crazy. You really talking to God.
Thank you.
And so for me, I have those conversations, and he is like the number one driver in everything that I do. So if it don't feel right, some people say intuition, some people say whatever. I always say that's God telling me no.
That's right.
I will sit there sometimes and I'll wrestle with something and I'll be like, why am I wrestling with this?
Yeah.
Like, I already got the answer.
Yeah, I'm not going to do this.
He already whispered no.
Yeah.
He already said no.
It's over.
It's over. I'm not going to do it. So literally, like, faith carries you through everything. Good, bad, ugly. We don't always understand it, but we will eventually.
Yeah.
Like if you really listen to God's word and you really walk in that little voice. I say little, I mean, of course the scripture and the word and all
I get
that.
What you're saying.
For the people that are not into church and don't do that, you still can talk to God.
Yes.
And that little voice will like guide you. And so listen to it, man. That's God talking to you.
I love it. I love it. And lastly, could you speak to passion versus money, money versus passion? However you want to delve into that.
Okay. I was literally just recording a client, and she was talking to some young girls, and she was talking about how find your passion and make money from it. Yeah. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh, girl, Danielle, you already doing that. You already doing it, girl. What people don't know is I come from doctor's offices, pediatrics, working with parents and their children. Yeah. And I did that for a long time, and I did not like going to work. I hated going to work. I made money. So here we go back to the money. I had to take care of my family. I had to do what I had to do, but I did not love going to work. Yeah. When I started walking in my passion, I make money. I made more money than I did. Yeah. But I don't. It's not even. That's not the first thing. Yeah. I want to make my money. Absolutely. But my passion fuels it. The dollar doesn't fuel it. And because my passion fuels it, and I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, the money it comes. Yeah. Absolutely. Comes, so. Absolutely. So put your passion first before the money. I know that sounds crazy. Yeah, but it's true. But it's just how I work. Now, it might not be how you operate. Correct. But for me, this is my passion. And because when you walk in your passion, God will make sure you're taken care of. I love it, Danielle. This has been absolutely an amazing conversation that we've had. You know, I thought this was going to be longer, but you hit so many bullet points within the conversation till it was just easy to go through. So in us closing on this conversation, could you speak to someone on today that may be struggling, trying to figure out their purpose? Could you speak to them to motivate them, to empower them to just do it? Oh man, just do it. That's it. That's it. Literally, what you said, just do it. Yeah. Find that thing that you love. God put everybody on this earth to do something. The people that work at the doctor's office, I'm grateful because I need to go there. The people that clean the roads, I need you to clean the streets. That's right. That might be your purpose. But find that thing that you love. Find that thing that's easy to you, that you don't have to think too much about. Don't mean it ain't gonna be hard work. That's right. Because it's gonna be hard work. Entrepreneurship is not easy, and even so, I'm not even saying that route for everybody. Yeah. Whatever your route is, sure. But find that thing that brings you joy. Yeah. Find that thing that comes easy to you. Yeah. Find that thing that you love, and literally just do it. And where do we say you don't have to be perfect to start? Just start. Yes. You'll eventually get there. The perfection will come. If you go back on my page and look at my old videos, you will see the growth. I love it. And I thought I was doing a great job. I thought I was doing a great job. I ain't saying it was the worst, but now looking back, I just started though. Man, people talked about me so much. Like, oh, you always recording. Oh, you got your phone out. I was practicing, y'all. I was practicing. I was building. Correct. I was starting what we say, $1 million company that nobody even understood. But guess what? I didn't care. That's right. I'm gonna take my phone out. I'm gonna document these memories. That's right. And now people come to me for those. I have family members that'll be like, you got some video footage of?" Yep,
That's
I
right.
sure do. You
That's
missed
right.
it,
You missed it. That's
but
right.
I got it.
That's right. That's
So
right.
that's what I do. I capture those memories and keep them, and so that's what fuels me and makes me happy. So I turned it into a business, and you can do that with whatever you like to do.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. Danielle, thank you so much. If you
No.
would, can you tell the folks how they can get in contact with you for
Yes.
business?
At Socially Desirable on everything. Instagram is my main platform. Facebook, though, I'm everywhere on at Socially Desirable. So that's SOCIALLY Desirable, DESIRABLE. Socially Desirable. Look me up.
All right. Listen, this is the Ross Cloud Podcast. Remember, you are the opportunity. Make it a great day and keep being great. Peace.